Mankind is used to an incentive-based system, a system that returns currency in exchange of products or services, or both. But with the rise of AI, many traditional systems are witnessing their end. And without any doubt, global finance is in the shadows of a major revolution. But does that make AI the biggest threat to our financial system? Let's find out. Capitalism, a financial system that guarantees more success and more effort. Middle Ages, a time when the winds of change were beginning to stir. It was a time of burgeoning trade and commerce, where merchants and entrepreneurs sought opportunities to expand their wealth. This marked the early mantras of what we now know as capitalism. As the pages of history turned, the 16th to the 18th centuries brought a whirlwind of developments. The Dutch East India Company, a pioneering joint stock company, was established in 1602. In the bustling cities of Amsterdam and London, stock exchanges were born. These institutions, with their shares and trading floors, became the bedrock of capitalism's financial structure. The adoption was so rapid because the whole world could see the direct benefits from adopting the system. Innovation, efficiency, and wealth creation remain the hallmarks of capitalism. It holds the allure of greater prosperity thanks to its competitive market dynamics, which drive businesses to and strive for growth. Individual liberty and the ability to self-ownership became the key motivator for people to quit working for someone else, but to start working on their own. 2023, times have changed, and the world is witnessing a revolution that is set to change everything, let alone capitalism. The threat AI brings is multifaceted. Let me tell you how. Supply and demand are the foundations of capitalism. Demand is a difficult possibility for capitalism since the world population may reach its peak and then begin to decline. Without a natural increase in demand, our current types of capitalism will suffer. On the other hand, the digital transformation has already disrupted the supply function. Information and digital products can be duplicated indefinitely. This has already had an influence on numerous industries, allowing giant digital companies to dominate marketplaces by creating artificial scarcity. In the short run, AI will hasten the weakening of supply and demand functions. In the long run, AI will most certainly alter the underlying dynamics by guiding humanity towards complete reliance on centralized AI technology. Workers of every capitalist firm will be forced to employ AI technology in exchange for the one thing that will allow them to partake in the wealth: their user-generated data. Those who want to save their personal data will be outcompeted by other workers powered by cutting-edge AI systems. The requirement for work in the industrial system has always balanced ownership of the means of production. This has distributed at least some of the generated riches and provided meaningful employment for millions of people. While the Industrial Revolution changed the value of manual labor, artificial intelligence will change the value of intellectual and creative labor. There is a risk that AI will render many kinds of employment obsolete super rapidly, threatening capitalism's essential need. Owning AI systems appears to be a safe bet for the future. But how many people can realistically own such systems? If we can't provide economic value to the system through human labor, we will no longer be capitalist economies. If everyone has equal shares and votes in centralized AI systems, and consequently benefits from wealth creation without investing human work in return. Capitalism is just one chapter among the list of chapters AI might influence in the future. Trading circles face the second biggest blow: share, stocks, ESOPs, equities, and valuations. These are all the terms that will either be replaced with newer ones or they will be changed in an unannounced, rapid way. So, what is happening to the trading market? On the surface, nothing more than a two-letter word prefixing trading. It's turning into AI trading. Computer softwares that examine market data and informs trading tactics will not back trade-based decisions. AI tools have revealed potentially new prospects due to the unparalleled speed with which they process massive amounts of data, enabling real-time purchase and sell choices. Machine learning techniques are commonly used to program the algorithms, which find patterns and trends in market data. These are often used to forecast future price changes in order to identify buying and selling opportunities. But machine learning models can also assist traders and investors in identifying potential hazards. As a result, more traders and investors are beginning to adopt AI-powered trading systems to assist them in making more educated selections. But on the core of it, do you think it's fair? Isn't it like cheating to outplay most of the competitors? And I'm saying most of the competitors because in the global market, not all nations are as tech-savvy as Americans, Japanese, Chinese, and Europeans. Not only do these practices bypass the fundamentals of equality, but also transparency, privacy, and accountability. Let me explain. For starters, the high initial expenses of these platforms may result in a concentration of knowledge and trading advantages among those who can afford to use them. These softwares also work in a very closed-loop environment. This results in a perceived lack of transparency surrounding AI-driven trading systems. Due to the limited regulation in this arena, companies and developers are not allowed to reveal much of their work or the data underlying these systems. This generates what is known as the black box problem, in which even the creators may not completely understand how certain AI models arrive at specific trading conclusions. Another critical consideration is privacy. AI trading platforms thrive on having control over massive volumes of data, which gives them a tremendous competitive advantage. This motivation to collect as much data as possible, however, can lead to data protection violations, possibly jeopardizing the privacy and security of millions of individuals and businesses worldwide. Because of the complexity and ongoing evolution of AI systems, regulators and politicians find it difficult to assign responsibility and accountability for their activities. They almost have no clue when it is reasonable to hold designers and developers liable for the behavior of their systems, especially when no one has complete access to how these systems process data. Questions arise. So, is this the end of trading? Is this the beginning of a utopia where no one has to work in traditional ways to make money? Is this the beginning of an unforeseen global economic boom? The answer can be either a yes or no. The primary reason that AI may result in accelerated economic growth is that it alters the boring and repetitive nature of work. Economic growth is currently feasible by reinvesting in and enhancing the mechanisms that drive growth in the first place. Land, energy, computational capacity, access to cash, human labor, and so on are examples. All of these components are required for economic activity, and by reinvesting, it is always feasible to buy or redevelop land, build more power plants, improve computing performance, and so on. These are referred to as accumulable resources by economists. At that point, doubling or tripling a workforce is as simple as doubling or tripling computing power, acreage, or energy usage. Simply buy more of it and sit back and watch the rapid growth it enables. This concept fascinates economists, but many have pointed out that there may be additional factors preventing explosive growth. Many of these arguments, they argue, appear to be exceedingly unlikely to prevent tremendous expansion. One viewpoint is that basic limits to expansion are imposed by physical principles and our planet's limited resources. There are limits, for example, to the rate at which information may flow from one volume of space to another, as well as to the amount of energy we can extract from the environment. There is no doubt these are genuine and meaningful constraints, but that we are so far away from them that they cannot create significant bottlenecks in the near future. For example, the sun currently provides 1,016 watts of power to the Earth. However, we are currently using substantially less energy, approximately 1,013 watts. So we have 3 orders of magnitude to work with, as well as a plethora of efficiencies to execute. Access to electricity is unlikely to stifle economic progress in the near future. Another option is that humans decide they prefer human-made things, and hence refuse to engage with AI products, limiting growth. Even the most seasoned economists claim that there may be a preference for certain human-made things, such as works of art. But it would become a niche market, because most people are unlikely to care if computer chips, mobile phones, or automobiles are totally manufactured by intelligent machines, especially if they are substantially cheaper. The only thing I know is that we have to still wait a bunch of years to see how the global market progresses. I'm saying this because on the other side of the page, people are yelling over the fact that AI is the biggest threat to global finance due to mass job displacement and potential rise of poverty as an impetus of people failing to cope up with the prerequisites of the modern world. Lastly, to always stay safe from financial problems, you need to be informed. For that, subscribe to Innovella, where I try all my might to bring the latest and greatest from the world of AI. I have made a video on AI-powered scams and how you can protect yourself from them. It is on your screens. Click on the video link popping up, and I will catch you there in a second.